fifth graders. I hope you're ready for your week 9 spelling test, and let's go ahead and get started as soon as you've checked that you have numbers 1 through 22 down the left side of your page. Remembering to pause the video just by hitting the space bar to pause, hit the space bar again to start again if I'm going too quickly for you. I'd rather you do this well than too fast. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, the word is harsh. The strong soap was harsh to our hands. Harsh. Number 2, recording. The musician spent all night at the recording studio with her band. Recording. Remember to spell in syllables, recording, right? And also, those are the first 2 words are the application words. You're applying rules that you've learned this week to spell those first 2 words. All right. Number 3, the word is century. My great-grandmother was born in the beginning of the 20th century. Century. Be careful with that ch sound. It's not a ch. Little tip there if you'd forgotten. Number 4, the word is beauty. There is beauty all around us. We just have to look. Beauty. Number 5, satisfying. The delicious meal was very satisfying. Satisfying. Spell each syllable. Number 6, the word is border. The instructions said to leave a 2-inch border around the drawing. Border. Number 7, the word is armies. The armies joined forces to defeat the enemy. Armies. So think about the singular word army. What do you have to do to make it armies? Number 8, colonial. The building was constructed in the colonial style. Colonial. Number 9, concern. I appreciate your concern, but I am feeling much better now. Concern. Number 10, relying. My father has been relying on a cane since his cast came off. Relying. Number 11, dirty. Wash your dirty hands before supper, my father exclaimed. Dirty. Number 12, applied. 3 people applied for the job. Applied. Number 13, applying. And you're not hearing wrong. My sister is applying for colleges this fall. Applying. So number 12 was applied. Number 13 is applying. Number 14, wagon. My sister loves to ride in the wagon. Wagon. Number 15, tongue. It is not polite to stick out your tongue. Tongue. Hopefully you studied that one because it has a little trick at the end, doesn't it? Number 16, describing. He reread the memo describing the game's rules. Describing. Number 17, dozen. Please pick up a dozen eggs at the store. Dozen. Number 18, visit. My brothers and I visit our grandparents every summer. Visit. Number 19, wore. The bride wore her mother's wedding dress. Wore. Number 20, paper. We have to use lined paper for our homework. Paper. Oops. Number 21, 2 more to go. These are the challenging ones. Cleanliness. At camp, the counselors gave campers points for their cabin's cleanliness. So see if you can work backwards. See if you can write clean, and then cleanly, and then cleanliness. See if that helps. Number 22, warmth. After playing in the snow, the children enjoyed the warmth of the fire. Warmth. Again, think of your base word and then think of the ending. All right. That is the whole test. If you need to pause for a little bit there, go back and see if you've spelled things right. You can back the video up and listen again if you feel like you weren't sure about a certain word. I am going to go ahead and sorry about the mix-up, fifth graders. If you started doing the spelling test and had the wrong key on there, here is the key for this week. The first word is harsh, Harsh. The second word is record or record, either way, the OR is here. The third word is century. The sound at the beginning is spelled with a C, followed by an E. Chur is spelled with a TU. And of course, the long E sound at the end with a Y. Beauty, again, long E is spelled with a Y at the end. Satisfying, we're going to keep the Y there and then add the ing because remember we started this ending with an I. Border, here's our OR and our ER. Armies, we took that Y in army and we made it into an I. We turned it into an I and added ES. Colonial, from colony, this was a Y. We changed it into an I and added the ul sound, which is schwa spelled with an A and then an L. Concern, here we have the sound. The S sound sound is spelled with a C there. Relying, we left the Y in again because we added ing. That ending starts with an I. Dirty, the sound is spelled with IR, and of course the long E sound spelled with a Y at the end. Applied, we have the Y here that turned into an I, and then we added the ED ending. Applying, here we don't get rid of the Y because our ending starts with ing. So we're just going to leave the ing there. Wagon, wag on is how it's spelled, but of course the O is a schwa sound. Tongue, hopefully you remember this interesting ending spelling of GUE. And describing, we dropped the E here and added the ing. Dozen, the E takes the place, represents the schwa sound in the second syllable, dozen. Probably the first syllable is represented by an O for the schwa sound. Visit, pretty straightforward. War, not the war that people fight, but what I wore yesterday. So WORE. Paper, there's our ending sound. And cleanliness, again, we're going to take the word, our base word is clean. We've added the LY, cleanly, which had a Y, and then we changed the Y to an I and then added the NESS as our challenge word. And warmth. War, here's the war that people fight actually, but here's our base word warm, and then we just added the th at the end. Well done, and I will see you next week.